Okay, so I'm nearly finished on this car as far as how I want to do my restoration, just finish it off. What I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to swap over the door trims. The ones on this car are in pretty good nick, but they could be better. And I actually managed to locate some that came off of the car that had done about 1,000 kilometres, so it's basically brand new. And then they've been put in storage ever since. So as you can see, they're perfect. And I want to swap those over because if you look at the ones on the actual car itself, even though they're in pretty good nick, they've got a little bit of wear, a little bit of shine there, and a bit of a nick there. So I just want to swap these over. These are HSV door trims, unique to HSV's GTS. I'm not sure whether it goes into Calais. I'm not quite sure. Maybe someone can correct me there, but they're definitely E1 trims that I'm going to be putting on here for this particular model of car. So not difficult. Got to undo some screws there, these pop off, and there's actually a couple of cables that control your doors open and shut. But once you've done that, you can't go wrong. You basically got them all swapped over and they're done pretty quickly. So I'm going to get onto that now. Some people say, why would you bother doing the doors, swapping them over, because they look pretty much similar. But you know, like, I do this for a living. I love restoring cars and getting to a point where they're very close to how they came out of the factory. And you know, this bottom one here, if you look at that compared to that one there, it's just got a bit of wear, so that's why I'm going to swap them over. So you can see that that's the new one, and that's the old one, which is a little bit worn. There's around about 6 screws that hold it in. Here. Don't forget the one under the armrest, which slots in here. These cables need to go back onto your door trim. Really easy to do. Think of like bicycle cables. They're going for your brakes. And then the rest of it just pops on. Make sure you pop it onto your weather shield here, and make sure that this is still sticking on straight. So this is the passenger side door. Strangely enough, there's 1, 2, 3 screws here, 1, 2 screws over there, 1 in the center here that you need to pull out, and then you've got to go into your door handle there and just pop that out and use it's a star head arrangement that pulls that out. This one's had a bit more wear than the driver's side. Weird, odd. Now he's popping it off. There's little clips on the side. You can see that that's starting to move. I'm gonna give it a good yank. Just put the phone down for a sec. Put the phone here. Lift it up. Off it pops. You'll actually see, just move this over a bit more. You'll see the clips here. Just pop out. Got a bike clip. 1, 2. That's out. It's done. Okay, so reinstalling it is the reverse of taking it off. You can't mess these up because there's bigger ones. That one's a bigger one than this one here, and they only go on a specific spot. And they just click in, real easy. Done. I'm popping it all on. Got to make sure that this lip here is sitting over this here on the side. And there we go. Now it clicks. And if you've done it right, these should just all pop in, which they do. Done. Now, come back to here. It's the reverse. Screw goes in there. A couple of 3 screws go along the base here, 2 in the front, and that hex one in there, and then you put your cap back on, which I'm about to do now. So that's changing your front door cards. The rear ones will be the same as the fronts, except you'll have some electrical connections there for your rear windows, so you should be mindful of that. I'll actually get to that tomorrow, but I'm just finishing off a couple of small things on this now, but that looks so much better than what was there.